See if there's anybody else in the San Joaquin Valley that wants to check in, and I'll start to move the antenna. We're hoping to get Rick tonight. I haven't heard Rick for a couple of weeks. KB6RQU and others. How about KC5DTU?
Alpha Juliet 6 Papa Delta 1237.
There's 1237. Good evening to you, Tony.
Yeah, that last station was trying to say he made a mistake. It was 86 on the thermometer. He was just trying to tell you that the thermometer he gave you earlier was wrong. It was 82, I believe he said, or 86. Anyway, am I on frequency tonight, Mike?
Yeah, you're pretty close, Tony. Sounding good. And a lot louder than Dane is, so you've got a better location. Dane's kind of down in a hole there.
727.
Here's the missing Mikey. Go ahead, Mike.
Yep, WA6AJ checking in. I'm early tonight.
Well, not according to Bill. He was looking for you 10 minutes ago.
Well, Bill is real early. I'm 3 minutes early.
Bill, where are you? Maybe he went. No, he wouldn't be down working Ralph. I don't think anybody works Ralph on this band, do they?
No, yeah, I think he's still in the same non-rotating mood down there.
Hello, Michael. No, I'm here.
Hey, Bill.
Sounding good. Where's your antenna pointed?
Due north.
Oh, okay. I figured I was on the back side. You're not frying my meter. Anyway, back to you there, Mikey. K6MYC with WA6AJ, AA6S. And
okay, AAJ, leave your antenna north and say hello to Richard up there, KD6BQ. I think I heard his CW in there again, so he's trying to get your attention. KD6BQ and DMO9, Wassaw Valley. Give him a call, Mike, over.
Okay, KV6BQ, WA6AJ, Delta Mike 06, over. Roger, roger. Thank you, Richard. 73 and dit.
I'm even off the back of the beam. I'm hearing bits and pieces, so we got pretty good propagation at this hour tonight anyway, Mike, so that's interesting. We're all sort of waiting here, or I'm waiting and I'm making everybody else wait. I'm not sure we're going to get him. He should be in here already. KB6RQU. How about it, big Bozo 61? Old Bozo 61. Where are you? KB6RQU, Lake Isabella, K6MYC. Did you work anything on 6 today, Mike?
No, and I wish I was knew about it. I just kind of out of sight, out of mind type thing.
Oh, booming signals both on FT8, and then I went down on sideband and heard some chatter. I worked 2 stations in Florida, Alabama, North Carolina, Virginia, Oklahoma, a couple stations in Oklahoma at least, and then in Texas. And so it was a good opening. There was a lot more in there, but I couldn't get them all. A lot of the guys were running 100 watts to a dipole and stuff like that, so I was struggling with a lot of the signals. Lots of QSB, particularly on the double hop stuff. But when they had a good station, like a couple of guys in Florida and Alabama, boy, they were booming in when they run 500 watts and something at pretty good size. Yagi, one guy had an M-squared antenna, and 5 element, and another guy had an old KLM 11 element, and both of those guys were very strong. So it's just good antennas make all the difference, along with some height. Over.
Roger that. What time were you doing that?
Oh, just about 10, 9:30, 10 o'clock. Frank got here, and I was still working them, and they were still in there almost up to noon. I think there was probably stuff going on well past noon, but I had other things I had to stop and get off to. Over.
Okay, I'll try give it a try tomorrow. I'll be a little more attentive. I was I was out here, but it just didn't have the radio on.
Yeah, I hear you. Anyway, it was the best sideband opening I've heard in about 4 years.
How come Bill didn't work it?
I wasn't on, but according to the forecast guy on the sun, about a day and a half, the sun is supposed to be pointing towards us and really lighting us up. So we'll see what happens, Mikey.
Yeah, you say there's some stuff coming around on the sun?
Yeah, a lot. I watched that Stephen Burns, or whoever his name is, on YouTube, and he talks about we had some earthquakes out there, I guess yesterday, the day before, out off of San Francisco and stuff. 5-point-something, pretty good ones out in the ocean. But anyway, he's got the sun on there and the solar winds and all that stuff. At least 2 or 3 times a day you can watch him.
Yeah, no, there was little earthquakes, at least 2 or 3, and some of them out in the water, like you say. They were in the water, and they were worried about them causing a little bit of water action there. 5.7 was the highest one, somewhere off the coast of San Francisco, I heard. But all up and down the coast, and that's all because of this strong magnetic stress that the CMAs are putting on the Earth. Over.
Yeah, that's exactly what he said, and the solar wind's pretty high, and there's supposed to be some real big ones heading towards us in about, I don't know, a day and a half.
Well, don't build your house on the other side across of a fault. Over.
Yeah, don't live on the San Andreas Fault, huh?
Liable to have a duplex.
Yeah, either that or you'll be in a basement.
Charlie Echo Fox, 982.
982. Good evening, Daryl. And how are you doing?
Well, we're doing all right. We're going to we got a kitty that's going to the vet tomorrow morning, and that's about it.
Is this an old kitty or just a sick one?
Both.
Uh-oh, okay.
But she's going to get an antibiotic shot. She has a chronic renal virus. The vet said it's not curable. All you can do is treat the symptoms. It's like her nose is stuffed up all the time, and she now has an infected sinus.
Yeah, that's too bad. Rob just lost an old 19-year-old cat. He was very disturbed, I guess. Both Candy and Rob had become quite attached to this old 19-year-old one. He didn't want to talk about it, but he did mention it. And I'm sure that's hard when they don't have any kids, so the cats and the animals become more like children to you, a little closer connection. I love my cats, but I've lost so many over the years. When you're 89, you're going to have animals that only have a 15 to 20-year lifespan. You lose a lot of them. And I get, I miss them, certainly, and I think about them, but I don't have any trouble talking about it. It's just, it's the fact of life. But anyway, he was quite disturbed about that, which is understandable, like I say. Anyway, this is the time of the year when they start to struggle because of the temperature and stuff, I guess. Anyway, good to hear you, Daryl. We've got almost all of the Coast Gold in here tonight, except for Rob. I think he's got a meeting tonight. They're having a board of directors meeting at Ken's place. So they'll probably all check in here a little bit later.
Okay, yeah, I did talk to Rob a little bit about that. I just gave my condolences. Everybody deals with that differently. I get sick to my stomach personally. But anyway, okay, on with the net.
Well, I'm going to wait about another millisecond here for KB6RQU. We're pointing down that way. I'm pretty sure that he would be hearing me, and he's hearing Bill, I'm sure. And we've got Robert in Visalia on here, KE6BG. We've got AA6 Sugar. We got KA6 WA6AAJ. We even have Wassaw Valley up in Nevada on. He's worked Bill and Mike already. And I can hear him a little bit off the back of the beam, even with his 70 watts. He's got a very small Yagi, 6 or 7 foot long Yagi, and it's on the fence in the backyard. And he runs 75 watts into it, so it's amazing that I can hear him at all, much less off the back of the beam here. Let's see, who else do we have? N6BYH, WA6BYA, K6MTS, KC5DTU, a whole bunch of others in the Bay Area. I mean, in the how about Ron? 1009 KJ6TYO.
AC5DTU 712.
Speak of the devil, there he is.
Good evening, Michael, and everyone else out there on the net. I'm here and kicking.
Yeah, good evening, Kerry. What was the last comment you made? 3 or 4 words you said? I didn't understand them.
I'm still here and kicking, so that's a good thing.
Oh, yes, it is. I'm going to find out if I'm still here tomorrow. I'm going to go up and see Dr. Dan tomorrow at 3:30 in the afternoon.
Oh, good.
Well, good luck on it up there, Michael. Hope everything is good and you're feeling good. And, well, you know what they say, if you look good, all you got to do is the other is just a half.
Yep. Well, I'm good at faking it.
Roger, Roger. Well, keep faking it. We like having you around.
Well, same here, of course.
Success.
Who's that?
And Bill, how's things down there in Visalia?
Visalia is doing okay, and so is the temperature. And Mikey's been talking about his cats, and we've got one old guy who's about 17 and a half years old, and he's the opposite of wanting to be cool. He crawls into the bedspread and sleeps there about all day.
Roger that. Well, it's pretty hard when you like Michael was saying with losing pets. We've got I lost one of my Yorkies. It's been about 2 years now, and the other one is the same age, and he's getting to the point he just wanders, and he's 15, so it's tough to watch him, but you don't want to lose him.
Yeah, Roger, we're all getting past the warranty date there. Go ahead.
Roger that. Well, anyhow, it's still hard to take it, and let's just hope we can outlive that warranty.
There you go. By the way, I'm still waiting for Tulsi Gabbard's bombshells to start dropping. That should happen pretty quick, huh?
Oh boy, watch the weekend here. You know, it normally starts on Friday evening and go over the weekend, Michael. So I'm standing by for the weekend.
Okay, and don't hold your breath on the vote counting.
Hey, Michael, how are you? And how's things in midsection Clovis?
Midsection Clovis is still here. Got tons of people around me now with all this building going on, but I guess that's normal. Yeah, I just heard you guys talking about pets passing away, and I had to put mine down about 2 weeks ago. I think she had a stroke, so she was fine one morning, and then the next that evening I found her just laying there, and she couldn't stand on her hind legs or forelegs or anything. she just laid there, and I gave it till overnight to see, and she was still in the same position. So took her to the vet, and that's what happened.
Oh boy, well I'm sorry to hear that, Michael, and I know how hard it is. My one little Yorkie here, he's still with me in the ham shack here. I have his ashes here, and boy, I tell you, it's hard to look at him and think about him.
That's for sure. Yeah, I still get up every morning thinking I got a feed her, you know, and that habit's starting to go away. But yeah, I know what you mean. I'm waiting a while till I get another cat or dog. We'll see what happens.
Well, again, you have my condolences, and I told Laura after this one, I don't think I can handle it again, Mike. It's just too tough, and you know. When they get to that age and they look you in the face and they're not feeling good, and you know it, and you can't do anything, boy, it just hits you like a gut punch.
Yeah, I totally understand and agree, and that's the hardest part about having pets.
Okay, Roger. Well, enough of crying in my root beer here, so back to you, Mikey, and onward with the net.
Well, we've been waiting patiently for KB6RQU, but it doesn't look like he's going to show up, and I think we've got everybody we're going to get, except for the fellows that are at the board of directors meeting, and they'll pop in, and we'll be able to hear them no matter where we're pointed. So I'm going to spin around and go to Santa Cruz, Bill. So Bill and Mike, get ready to see if we can hook up with KW6S, and hopefully we'll have Lee on there tonight, Alpha Foxtrot 6 United. I got real tangled up the other day. I was on 20 meters, and I hear this guy, and I'm waiting for his call. I know who it is, and it's a Hawaiian, and I just could not bring his call up. It's Alpha Hotel 6 United. There's only one letter difference between AF6 United, Lee there in Watsonville, and my buddy Arch over in Hawaii, Alpha Hotel 6 United. Really, I'm stumbling. When he finally said his call, I just about fell off my chair here. No wonder I thought I had it, but I just couldn't bring it up. It was funny. It was great to hear him, though. He's still going strong on the Big Island and still talking about the towers that he's putting up that the city and his neighbors don't want. Never ends. All right, let's see. I'm going to go to Santa Cruz, and you guys can start making noise toward Bill, toward Tom and all there. KW6 Sugar in the group, K6MYC.
KW6S, KW6S, AA6S. You around, Tom? Hold over.
I'm here, and let's see. I haven't heard Lee. I should have probably called to see if he's on here or not. K6MYC, KW6S.
Yeah, you're good and loud, very loud. Could hear you coming all the way around there. So Bill called you. Did you hear Bill?
You know, I didn't. Maybe that's who I heard down pretty close to my noise floor. I'll turn down there and see if I can pick Bill up.
Go ahead, Bill.
KW6S, KW6S, KW6S. Bill is here to be picked up. Go ahead. Over.
AA6S, KW6S. Good evening, Bill. Yeah, I don't know if that's who I was hearing or not, but yeah, you're really tromping right in here in good shape tonight. So we'll one of these nights we're going to have to get together on 80 meters or something, and you can tell me about some of your projects there you've got going. You've got a pretty interesting workbench. AA6S, KW6S.
Yeah, KW6S, AA6S. Yeah, let me know anytime you want. 80 meters is sitting here, ready to go. Name the time and whenever, and we'll do it. Time and frequency and whatever. And I'm ready to talk. KW6S, AA6S, over.
Very good, yeah. Tonight I'm battling a computer trying to get set up for, trying to make the computer in some software software do what it doesn't really want to do, but there's a way, and I've done it before, having trouble getting it to work tonight. But I've got a contest, FT8 contest this weekend I want to run, so I'm trying to get it going. Anyway, I'll get back to Mike, and we'll see if Lee is in here tonight. A6S, KW6S, moving back to K6MYC.
And QSL, Tom. My Siamese girl cat just came in here to see me. Hi, Sammy. Okay, 73s, and we'll stand by here. KW6S, A6S.
Yeah, Mike, you want to say hello to Tom, and then we'll take a standby for Lee over there. Alpha Foxtrot 6 United and KW6S, K6MYC. Go ahead, Mike.
KW6S, WA6AAJ. Hello, Tom.
WA6AAJ, KW6S. Boy, I haven't heard from you since last night. So, doing good. I think you're a little better on 2 meters than here, but this isn't bad at all.
Okay, yeah, I haven't quite zeroed in on you, but you're Q5, so I better just leave it where it's at. Yeah, I got a clean meeting like this. I wouldn't mind being on 80 meters too. I haven't done that in a long time. Over.
Yeah, we'll have to set something up. Bill just has so many interesting projects and stuff that I just fascinated with that, and I want to catch up, and we'll have to do that maybe an evening next week or something. I think probably 80 is about the best for our distance here at night. My dad and I used to do 160 a lot, and he was south of Fresno there just a little bit, and but that worked out pretty well too. Anyway, WA6AAJ, KW6S.
Roger, Roger. Yeah, Bill's always got something in the oven, that's for sure. Anyway, I'll let you go and turn it back to Mikey.
Okay. Oops, I dropped the mic. You probably didn't hear the clunk because I let go of the mic switch too at the same time. Let's see, AF6 United. How about you, Lee? Where in the heck are you been? AF6 United, K6MYC in the group.
K6MYC in the group, AF6 United. Can you hear me tonight?
You betcha. Good, go ahead.
Oh, Roger, Roger. Well, I had the tower folded over and the antennas taken off of it for a little bit there while I was doing the troubleshooting and finding out why I wasn't getting a signal out on 432 especially. And I think I just scared it all back into working together again. Go ahead.
Well, it's working. It's best I've heard you in quite a while. And it's probably not even up where it should be. So I'd say you've got whatever you found, if you found anything, it's been fixed. So anyway, great to hear you. We've been missing you on the other bands, of course. But good to hear you tonight. Bill's in here. We got Mike, WA6AAJ, Alpha 6 Sugar. All the other guys over here that you could work are at the Board of Directors meeting at Ken's place, WA60IB. So you're only going to have a couple to say hello to. Let me shoot it down to Mike, and then he can shoot it down to Bill. WA6AAJ with the AF6 United, K6MYC.
AF6U, WA6AAJ, Lee, you're S8 tonight. Good strong signal, over.
Roger, Roger. Well, you're at an S7 on this side over here, and I probably don't have quite the antenna set up that you have. So, yeah, you're coming in loud and clear. I heard you talking with Tom there a few minutes ago as well. Just booming in here. So WA6AAJ from AF6 United. Go ahead.
Roger, Roger. Yeah, well, like Mike said, whatever you steered into working, it's working. So that's a real good improvement over last week, I think, or the week before. Anyway, very good. I'll turn it over to Bill, AA6S. Go ahead, Bill. Bill,
AA6 Sugar, go ahead. maybe he had a phone call or something there. Anyway, Lee, I'll shoot it back to you, and you can say hello to Tom, and then we'll slide on up to the Bay Area there. But great to hear you. And booming in AEF6 United. I was just telling the guys, I worked a friend of mine the other day in Hawaii. His call is so close to yours, I was mind-boggled for a while. I thought, how in the hell can you have the same call he's got? He's Alpha Hotel 6 United. You're Alpha Foxtrot 6 United, over.
Roger. Yeah, I heard somebody else out there that had a really close call sign as well. And, yeah, it gets my attention because I don't hear too many call signs like mine. So, all right, well, good to hear everybody. Glad I'm getting out. Thank you, both Mikes. And I did hear Bill, AA6S. I heard him in there a few minutes ago talking with Tom as well. Hello, Tom, KW6S. I will just shoot it back to Mike, K6MYC. Go ahead.
Okay, Bill, are you back? He must be doing something there. Go ahead, Tom. KW6 Sugar Santa Cruz and the group K6MYC Bozo.
Yeah, very good, Lee. And Mike, yeah, I heard somebody else talking there, but I don't know who it was. The other night on 6, I wasn't able to raise you, Mike. I could hear you, and it seemed like you were talking to Rob, and I couldn't hear Rob. And I heard one other fairly strong station, but never gave me his call, and he didn't ever acknowledge me. So I don't know what was going on Monday night there late. I heard you say you were going to the cruise and going to give me a call, and I had to close up another QSO, and then once I got over to you, you were gone. So that was a giant fumble on my part. But we'll do better next Monday night. K6MYC, KW6F.
Well, I don't think I ever moved the antenna. We might have stopped, but we usually rag shoot quite a while after the net is over. And when I'm waiting for somebody like yourself or anybody in the Bay Area, when I'm missing some people, I usually rag shoot in that direction. So I don't know how we missed you, except I might have not heard you. Did you hear me at all?
Yeah, I heard you, and at some point you said something to Rob. I wasn't hearing Rob, and I was hearing another station that was pretty loud that had been trying to call you, and he was talking to somebody else that was trying to work you. But I didn't get any call signs out of either one of them, and they didn't acknowledge me when I tried to talk to them.
Oh, I'll be darned. I'm trying to think who we were talking to that would have been. You said you were not hearing Rob very well. You were hearing me okay. Well, I had lots of noise. It was a terrible, noisy day. The neighbor's inverter was just killing me. It was crushing a lot of stations, so I didn't hear a lot of the guys that were in there. I didn't hear anybody in the Bay Area. I did think I finally worked. I think I worked W6PQL, but I'm not even sure I did that. It was mostly fighting the noise. And then the other problem that I have is, and it'll go away in a week or so when I get my hearing aid back. My good hearing aid is out for repair. The microphone failed, so I wasn't hearing anything with it. It worked on Bluetooth, so it was connected to the phone and stuff. So the electronics were working, but the microphone wasn't picking anything up on the outside. So I had to send it back, much as I didn't want to. And so I'm using my older Oticon, which doesn't have all the features and doesn't have the gain of the newer one. So I'm running low on amplitude into my ear, and also doesn't have the features. It doesn't have Bluetooth and all that. So that's what I'm struggling with here. So I could have maybe heard you in the noise, but usually I can hear the signal. Sometimes I just can't copy what you're saying. It's usually not a matter of detectability. I can detect. I just can't get intelligence out of the garble. 7-3, Tom. 73 to you, Lee. And we'll see you guys over the weekend. Don't forget, get everything ready for the contest. I don't have to tell you, Tom, but Lee, the contest is not this weekend, but the following weekend. And we'll be doing the same thing that we normally do, Lord willing, and the creek don't rise. I'll get on 2 meters starting at 7 o'clock on Saturday evening. Saturday evening, I'll be on 144-200 and get the troops gathered and get everybody tuned up, and then we'll probably go to 222 and 432 and then 1296 last. I'm guessing that the 1296 starts to stabilize and the bands get better as the night wears on and we get rid of all the turbulence from the sundown. So that's the way I've got it planned for now. So be prepared for next Saturday, not this one tomorrow, but not this Saturday, but the next week. AF6 United, 73 KW6S, 73 Tom, K6MYC. Okay, I'm moving up to the Bay Area. Somewhere up in this area. Bay Area, KD6S OK. KD6S OK. KB6BA. K6KLY, KT2G, anybody else that's copying, of course, W6PQL. We'd like to hear WB6JNN, but he'll probably have to check in. We're also listening for WB6WNI. So WB6WNI in the group. Anybody over there in the Bay Area, please. Bozo Net, K6MYC.
N5MPD 1129.
Wait here, go through your list. You were blasting in here for a second. Anyway, I'll turn it back to you. Go through the list. I'm in no hurry.
WB6JNN.
Oh boy, I hear Jim, for heaven's sakes. 285. Thank you, Jim. You must have done something with the antenna there. WB6JNN, and I heard you also, Gary. AB6, WB6 WNI. I got you, 1090. And go ahead, make a transmission, Jim, and tell me what you've got up there now for 432. WB6, and I've got N5NPD. I've got you, Brett, but you're so loud I'll hold you for a second. N5, WB6JNN. Go ahead, K6MYC. I don't hear him.
But he's talking right now, Mike.
K6 Whiskey India Sugar also. We have you, Paul. Hang in there.
Roger, Mike, standing by.
Who was that just said standing by? Go ahead. Okay, maybe somebody can help me with Jim there. I got Jim. Tell him he's logged in, and I heard his call sign very clearly, but I think there's QSB on the band, and I was trying to peek him up, and 2 or 3 other people talking as well here, so I didn't do very well with Jim that time. Let's see, WB6WNI, I heard you for sure. Gary, go ahead, and maybe also Fred, KD6SOK, maybe in there as well. WB6WNI, K6MYC, over.
K6MYC, WB6WNI. Firstly, he's running a 7-element beam at roof level. So 7-element roof level. And
I don't have anything more tonight, but Jim was there, and he's using that 7-element beam. Back to you, Mike.
Yeah, okay, so Jim's running a little 7-element there. Very good. Well, now I got the antenna peaked. Let me try one more time for you, Jim. Make another transmission. You were Q5, but I think I was in the process of moving the antenna. And, of course, when signals are weak like this, it's very sensitive in terms of the accurate pointing. So try one more time, Jim. WB6JNN with WB6WNI, K6MYC. I just can't pull him out, Gary. Let's see if Fred is in here. KD6SOK, Fred, are you here?
Yeah, hi, good evening, Mike. I'm here. I hear you. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah, you're loud. Go ahead. Make a transmission, Fred. Very loud. I guess I'm close to your heading. KD6SOK. I recalibrated my system, so I'm trying to relearn the new headings. You're coming in the direction you're supposed to be at for a changeover.
Okay. I was going to ask you about, you have two 432 antennas, one cross polarized. Is that because you're working satellite?
No, I just have one antenna. But I've got just one.
Okay, thanks. Okay, Mike, yeah, I had a question for you as well. I was just talking to Jim was replying. You have two 432 antennas, one's horizontal, one's vertical. Is that because you're doing satellite work?
You say Jim is vertically polarized?
No, are you, do you have you say you have cross polarized antennas? Hang on. Is that because you're working satellites just like JNN, or are you just, or trying to pick up vertical polarized people too?
No, I just like to have the capability to hear verticals if there's stations that come in, sometimes the new guys, when they're coming up from one band, from a lower frequency band to up here, they just get on with gain verticals, and I work them. So I can switch to vertical real quickly with just a switch here. Let me do it for you so you can hear it. Okay, there we are on vertical. KD6SOK vertical. Now back to horizontal. KD6SOK horizontal.
Gotcha. Okay, yeah. When you went vertical, I could barely hear you. So it was like a 30 dB or 40 dB change in signal strength. It was just way down in the noise. All right, just curious. What kind of controller do you have for your rotors? Do you use one of those Huron controllers, or what are you using for the controller?
You mean to turn the 432 and the 220 antenna?
Yeah, just curious. What kind of controllers do you use?
Well, all the controllers are M². Every antenna I have here is rotated by an Orion 2800, some version of it. I've got 9 rotators in the air, and they're all controlled by M² rotator controllers. Over.
Okay, I was just curious. All right, thanks. I'll let you continue the next. 86, that's okay.
Okay, now you could repeat what Jim said, because I could hear parts of his words, but it's a little chopped up. Even you're chopped up, so even though you're much stronger than Jim, I'm having a little trouble copying. You probably can hear it on me. The band is chopping the signals up a little bit. So what was Jim's antenna currently? One more time, Fred, over.
Okay, he's got a 7-element 432 antenna, he's a 440, I'm sorry, because he's working satellites, so he's got a 7-element beam. I think he's pointed at 20 degree above the horizon, so he can work satellites. That's what he has.
Oh, so he did not put up something separate. So that's the first time I've ever heard him on the satellite antenna. Fred, that's why I was asking, because we talked about it the other day, and he said I might get a chance to put my other 432 antenna up horizontally. But apparently he was still working me on the antenna that's pointed up at 25 or 30 degrees for satellites. So I'm hearing him, but it's just not very good copy because antenna is not pointed anywhere near where it should be. Thank you, Fred. Thanks for clarifying that. KD6SOK, why were you asking about the controllers, over?
Since I was looking into precision controllers, and I was reading what is the best control on the market, and the one that comes up all the time is this Huron controller. It goes down to like 1.3, but they're really expensive.
Yeah, you've got to speak clearly, Fred. I'm not copying very well. The one that comes up is a something, but I couldn't get it. The Green Heron, is that the one that you're seeing coming up?
Yeah, Heron. I guess that's the brand. That's supposed to be really precise, and so I was, I thought maybe you were running a Huron controller.
It's a Green Heron, a bird. A Green Heron, it's named after that. The guy that did that came up with that model did some of our design originally, and then he went off and built his own system. So kind of not on the best of terms with us because he dumped us and he left us with no engineering capability for a while. We had to go off and get a different engineer to finish up some of our stuff. None of our people at the plant are digital people. I had it originally done by a friend who was retired from one of the disc companies up in the Bay Area, and he did the original design of the rotator controller. The Green Heron is nice, but it has its problems. Ours doesn't have quite as many features. The Green Heron can also operate other rotators that have pots, resistive readback or feedback with pots and so on, and we didn't ever make that provision in ours because none of our rotators use pots. We just use pulses. So our controller doesn't have the flexibility of the Green Heron. Anyway, it's a good rotator. I had one here for a while, but it was so incompatible from what I'm used to here with 8 others that operate one way and then one different one in the shack. I didn't keep it. So there you are. KD6SOK, KE6MYC.
Okay, Mike, I got that. And by the way, we're going to have a CME event late tonight, so I guess I was just looking at space weather news. Looks like we're going to get hit. Earth is going to get hit by a CME tonight.
Okay, again, you're talking too fast, Fred. We're going to have something tonight on TV news, but I didn't get it. What is it? Something about space weather?
No, coronal mass ejection CME event tonight from the sun. So HF will probably be dead sometime tonight.
I'm sorry, I couldn't understand a word of that. Most of this problem with the receive is not you, although you're garbled. The multipath has just got you terribly garbled, and you're a little low in frequency, so you're way down here like this, and it's making it difficult. If you could tweak the frequency just slightly, give me a little more highs to listen to, that would help. But something on TV, but I just can't get it, Fred. Go ahead.
TV event, that's the last thing I'm going to try. 7-3, Mike, 86. I can't talk anymore.
You can't talk anymore? Do you have a throat problem? I'm sorry, Fred. Did you say you have a throat problem and you can't talk anymore?
Mike 775 checked in with you.
Okay, and what did Fred say at the end there? You're smooth. Fred's all chopped up, and that's why I'm having difficulty. Go ahead, W6PQL and KD6 Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie. Go ahead, Jim.
Okay, yep. Fred was talking about the CME that's coming, over the next couple of days. There's several bursts of particles that are coming our way, and that's what he's talking about. That's going to be on the news tonight. So, as for myself, I played today, shot an 82, which is a pretty good score for me, and that's it. That's the wrap. K6MYC, W6PQL.
Okay, was that 82 on the front 9 or the back 9?
Oh, you've told me that one before. I'm wise to you.
Okay, great score, Jesus. Compared to the 92 you had the other day, you must have been a shorter course, huh?
Well, it's a little bit easier course. The one I played the other day was a tough one, and that's why the 92 on that one.
Yeah, I'm just pulling your chain. I have a hell of a time breaking hundreds, so you're doing great. I don't think I'll ever want to play golf with you, not that I could see to do it. Okay, let me see. I moved the antenna a little bit so you came way up. Let me see if I can get Mike in here. WB, and I know about the CME thing. We've been talking about it on 40. And, of course, it's been affecting 6, I think, a little bit already. We got all kinds of sun activity. Some of the stuff that's going on is causing all the little earthquakes and stuff out in the Pacific there. You probably heard about 3 or 4 little earthquakes and all that stuff. But all that's because the Earth is so stressed with these CMEs and other things. So we've been keeping track of it. Bill, KO6KD, is quite astute reading it and interpreting all the stuff that's going on. So I'm getting it a pretty good analysis each day from Bill, KO6KD over there in Roseville, Jim. W6PQL, and you can turn it to Mike if you like, K6MYC.
Okay, well, I don't know if Mike is listening on frequency or I think he was on frequency, come to think of it. Hey, Mike, up in Daly City, are you here still? Yeah. Can you hear him, Mikey? Okay, he's just getting airplane peaks on you tonight, Mikey.
Yeah, he isn't in there at all, but maybe I have to. Sometimes I hear him coming through the Monterey area when I'm pointed down working the guys in Santa Cruz and Monterey. I hear Mike going through that corridor. But I don't hear a trace of him tonight. Well, I shouldn't say that. I heard traces of his audio, but it wasn't anything that was readable. Anyway, Mike, tell him he's checked in and he's probably watching the stream. So we've got you, Mike. 775 is all logged in here. Thanks for trying tonight. 1296 was rock solid, and we can't hear you on 432. Something wrong with this picture. Hi. 73 Jim, W6PQL, and KB6 Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie, K6MYC standing by for anybody else in the Bay Area. Check-ins, please.
226 is here.
6 Whiskey India Sugar, Placerville.
Yeah, okay, and I hear 226. Good evening, Ken, and your entourage in the background there. We'll get everybody in here in just a second. Let me just get Paul taken care of. K6 Whiskey India Sugar, good copy now. As I move more and more toward Vaca, Mount Vaca there, Paul. Do you have just yourself, or do you have others? Over.
Yeah, hi, good evening, Mike. K6MYC in the group. This is K6WIS. You're peaking S5. Just myself for check-in. I could copy Jim PQL here, about a 4x1. So back to you, Mike. Over.
Okay, but do you have anybody else but just yourself tonight?
Just myself, over.
QSL, okay, very good. Well, very good, and I appreciate you checking in, and we'll be certainly hoping that you can be active on that contest weekend. I'll try to be on Saturday night and helping to coordinate connections between people. I'm going to start on 2 meters at 7 o'clock on Saturday night. 7 o'clock Saturday night on 2 meters, 144, 200, and then we'll go to 222 and 432, and then end up on 1296. So there we are. Back to you, Paul, and then we'll finish up with oh, I know what I didn't get. I didn't get N5NPD in here either. We got a couple of others that we didn't give a chance to talk to. K6 Whiskey India Sugar 73. Paul, we'll see you on the direct path perhaps in just a few minutes. K6MYC.
Okay, roger, Mike. 73, and I'll wait for the direct path connection. K6WIS is clear.
N6RO.
Okay, good evening, Ken. We've got WA6OIB. Let me turn it to you, Ken, and then you can say hello to N6RO and whoever else is in here. WA60YB in the group, K6MYC.
Yeah, okay. Good evening, all. WA60IB 226 is here. Good evening to Ken up there. I hope you had your good fishy dinner. And we're having a board meeting here. We just finished up, and several of the board members are in here. So I'm going to pass the mic to the next Bozo. Stand by.
K6US 1079.
Good evening, Aaron. 1079. We got you.
Yep, we got a couple more. I'm going to pass off the mic.
I understand.
This is KN6WET.
745. Good evening.
Yeah, the name here is Guy.
Oh, Guy. I don't know Guy. Okay. This must be another new station that... are you a relative of Ken's, or are you just in there tonight?
No, I'm a board member.
Oh, okay. Very good, Guy. Nice to meet you. Give me your Bozo number.
Yeah, nice to meet you as well.
I take it you do not have a Bozo number.
Yeah, I don't have one.
Okay, and you're probably not planning on checking in. Do you have a 2-meter station at home?
I have half of one.
Ken, maybe you can ask him what I'm trying to get from him. Does he want a Bozo number?
Yeah, no, I don't need a Bozo number at this time. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Go ahead, pass the mic around.
Yeah, this is KN6YGA, George. I don't have a Bozo number.
You don't have a Bozo number either. Okay, no worries. KN6, I didn't get the call completely. You might give it to me phonetically. But good evening. This is Mike, Kilowatt 6 Mike Yankee Charlie. I'm about 10 miles north of you here on the other side of Millerton Lake. Over.
Yeah, my call sign is Kilo November 6 Yankee Golf Alpha.
Arrow is off to a Zoom meeting.
Yep, got it. KN6 Yankee Golf Alpha. We got you. Good evening. And who else do we have in the shack there with WA60IB?
KN6 SR number 432. No 1200 over here.
Okay, well, we got your 432 anyway, Rob. Good evening. I knew you were in there. Are you the last in the chain?
Yes, affirmative.
Okay, let's get it up to Ken and let him say hello to everybody there. N6RO Oakley, K6MYC in the Bozo Net. Go ahead, Ken.
K6MYC and the party group, N6RO, Bozo 835, high temperature 88. And the usual Costco chicken salad was the dinner tonight. And we're on 222. Gary was up today. We could not find the problem. So he's taken a transceiver home and hooking it up to his Elecraft, the same as mine. And that'll tell us whether it's my radio or the transverter. And then we'll address that. So for the moment, we don't have that band, but we'll try the other ones in the contest. N6RO.
Well, hopefully you'll have it back by this next Saturday, not this coming one, but the week after. Over.
Yeah, we'll try.
Okay, where does your buddy that's got the transceiver live? Does he have a 220 antenna? He could get on with it, and I can test with him. Over. And we might have doubled. Where does he live? Does he have a 220 antenna?
I'm not sure. He uses a remote up on, not Rainbow Ridge, but one of the ridges toward the Bay Area. And I think he has some of the UHF, VHF bands, but I don't know about 222. Anyway, he's going to check out the transceiver transverter, and then we'll know a little bit more.
Yeah, okay, very good. Well, hopefully he's got something to check it with in terms of on-the-air performance. That's where we seem to be missing. Everything seems to work okay until you put it on the air, and then it doesn't work, or it doesn't seem to work. All right. Anyway, Ken, good evening. Fine on the chicken salad. I figured that that would be your routine. I beat you tonight. I had tri-tip and asparagus and cucumber strips and some nice salad, some baby carrots, and some melon chunks. So I just had a wonderful dinner, fixed up by Mike, my chef, Mike. Over.
Yum yum. I'm due for a filet mignon. I don't know if I'll do that this week or next. Anyway, too much food, and I'm getting back all the weight I lost from my episode a month ago with my digestive system. Anyway, see you on Sunday night in 6RO.
Okay, we'll see you Sunday night. I take it you do not have a contest this weekend, right?
I don't think there's any that we're going to do.
Okay, very good. By the way, Brett, I don't know if you're still listening, N5NPD, if you're still listening. I didn't mean to forget you there. I skipped over because you're so strong, and I was trying to work the other guys that I was struggling with there. If you're still listening, Brett, come on in and say hi to everybody. N5NPD and Newman, K6MYC. Yeah, maybe you went QRT already. All right, anybody else in this direction looking up the Sacramento Valley, San Joaquin, Sacramento Valley, K6MYC, Bozo Net.
K06 IQR, 1189.
1189, just like clockwork. Good evening, Mario. Good to hear you.
Good evening, Mike and the group. I was hearing the other gang, WA6OIB and Rob and Aaron over there really loud. I wonder if they can hear me. K06 IQR.
How about it, Ken in Ken's shack there in Clovis? Are you copying Mario there?
Oh, yeah, he's good and solid. Q5, S9 plus a little. Hi, Mario. Yeah, we got a group here. We have, what, 5 of us in here? Yeah. And we just finished a board meeting for the Fresno Radio Club, so we gathered here to say hi to everybody. So, great to hear you, Mario.
WA6OIB, yeah, you guys, you're always strong. You're actually stronger than Mike at times. And then I guess you guys got KM6SR and K6US. Say hello to the gang for me. K06IQR. Back to you, Mike.
Okay. Very good, Mario. Yeah, I'm probably not pointed just right for you right now. But I just moved a tiny bit after I left Ken's heading there. Let's see if we can copy John in here tonight. KD6 Whiskey Victor Lima on a whole loop and 50 watts. How about it, John? K6MYC.
K6MYC, KD6WVL, 1179 with 25 watts. And boy, the guys from the board meeting were booming in here.
Great. I'm glad you heard them all.
And we're good copy on you. I moved the antenna a little bit more, and you came way up, so you're good signal here as well, John. The little whole loops doing wonders. So who could complain? KD6 Whiskey Victor Lima, 1179 in Modesto, isn't it? It's Modesto, right, John?
Oh, Roger, Modesto.
Yeah, there you go. I wanted you to say that so that the guys knew what they were hearing. A whole loop is 4-inch square antenna that we make, and he's got 25 watts into it, and you guys are hearing him down there in Clovis. Quite a path. Probably not quite 100 miles, but still a pretty good achievement. Good evening, John. Thanks again for being there, and have a good weekend. We'll see you Sunday night, no doubt. Same with you, Mario. K06IQR and KD6WBL, K6MYC clear. Looking for others before we go to Sacramento. Pretty quiet. Okay, Sacramento, here we go. KJ6KFB, KJ6KFB, K6MYC, KO6KD, K6MYC.
Yeah, good evening, Mike and the group. KO6KD, Bozo 776, checking out. Over.
Yeah, I was just trying to get a peek on you, but you didn't give me enough chance here. I recalibrated today, so we're looking at different heading numbers that I'm normally used to there. But good to hear you. Nice to have everybody having propagation in there this morning. And looks like we're going to have quite a bit on the news about the big event, so this must be a big deal, this big CME that's going to hit us. So hopefully we won't have too many big earthquakes, and no fires on the telegraph wires and stuff. KO6KD, K6MYC.
Yeah, I agree. Hopefully there will be no problems with the event, but there again, comma, God dang it, I feel like I'm texting. Just received another announcement that said the CME is slower than expected and is arriving later than expected, and thusly it may not produce as much havoc as expected. Over.
Okay. Well, sometimes these things are overblown. I guess it's better to be expecting something big and maybe dangerous, or a big event, and then not have it, as long as it's not going to cause as much havoc as they thought it might. Anyway, you're up and down a little bit. I was trying to get a peek on you, but every time I get a peek, then you take a fade. But the problem I'm having right now is I missed a few words because Beal is pounding me tonight, and I should turn the noise blanker on. So let me take 10 seconds and get the blanker turned on, and then you can give me the last rundown on the CME thing. KO6KD in the group, K6MYC. Okay, go ahead.
All righty. Yeah, I was just saying the latest report that I have received, which was about 2 hours ago, indicated that the CME, they're calling it a cannibal CME because it's multiple CMEs, that one is faster moving than the other, and so one's overtaking the other, and they are adding their strength together, but they're also slowing down. And so they're saying that the arrival of this latest large CME is later than they thought, and as such they expect it to not be as severe as they originally thought, even though they're still suggesting that we may have S3 level storms over the next 36 hours. Over.
Okay, well, we'll see what happens tomorrow. I'll be on here for the morning. I worked, as soon as I got done with you this morning, the band, I switched over to 6 meters, and the band was wide open, just pounding on signals on FT8, and I went down to 125 and started to work people intermittently, just in between doing other things, but ended up working 2 Florida stations, North Carolina, 2 stations in Alabama, not West Virginia, but Virginia, Alabama, 2 Oklahoma, Texas, and of course New Mexico, all across that area. But we did get quite a bit of double hop, and I worked a W3. Never got where the W3 was, but I think he was probably up in one of the Pennsylvania or somewhere up there. Anyway, quite a good opening on sideband, so you might keep an eye out for that. KO6KD in the group, K6MYC.
Yes, you're right. I forgot to mention that. Yes, that was a long opening, a couple of hours, and I did hear when my noise is dissipated, there's somebody with a device that's east of me that when that thing turns on, it produces produces a 10 noise, and it just virtually wipes everything out. Swing further south and try to work you during the 6-meter nets on Monday. But even so, today with the antenna pointed due east, it was full throat, nothing but noise. So the one time it did shut off, I heard a guy out of Colorado who was quite strong. And then there was another fellow who was running a 6-element delta loop that was just phenomenally strong. So, yeah, it sounds like it was a nice opening to the Midwest. But again, with my noise, I was not able to take advantage of it. I'm sorry. Anyway, I'm taking up net time. We have others waiting. So thank you, Mike. I'll look for you in the morning, and hopefully we'll have propagation. K6MYC in the Bozo group, KO6 Kitty.
Yeah, boy, oh boy, I'm struggling tonight, Bill. Your signal keeps dropping down on me. And I got part of that about somebody, I don't know how you heard about the station with the 6-element delta loop that was so strong. I don't think it was at your station, but you must have been talking to somebody that was working the guy. Where was the guy with the delta loop again?
He was down in just a moment. I did hear him directly, and he's in just a moment here. I wrote his call sign down. He's over in Prescott, Arizona.
Oh, yeah, well, that's super close. That's short skip stuff. You can get horrendously strong signals from that area. Prescott is high, too, and a pretty easy shot from here. I can work Prescott on terrestrial, over.
Well, it was a very impressive signal. And on his QRZ website, there are photographs of his array, and they're all on very tall towers. And he's got lots of delta loop antennas, which just look beautifully.
Something worked just beautifully, but I didn't get what worked beautifully.
They look beautifully. Mike, hearing me very well, and I do not have more power to give you. So I'm going to go ahead and say 7-3, and I'll look for you tomorrow morning, and I'll explain it in more detail if we have a path tomorrow. Roger?
Yeah, well, we're liable not to have a path. That's why I was trying to get you now. The problem is you're chopped up. The band has got you in a multi-path situation, and you're chopped up in little pieces. So I'm trying to piece it together. You're doing a good job. Your audio is good, and you're speaking slowly, but there's pieces missing. So I just miss words, and I just didn't get what it was that worked beautifully. Probably his delta loop. Is that it?
Yes, the 6-element delta loop was working wonderfully with only just 100 watts of power, but on his website, the QRZ website, there are photographs of his antennas that are on very large, very tall towers.
Photographs of his antennas, and they are something, and you went away.
756 for the delta loop antenna and the way that it looks. I think it is a marvelous looking antenna, and all of these antennas that he has are just very impressive to look upon. Over.
Okay, what was the call sign?
Kilo Delta 7, Kilo Lima, Kilo Delta 7.
Okay, very good. Now, where was he working into? How did you know about him? Because he didn't come in on 125 while I was there. I was working longer distance than him. Over.
Mike, he was on 140. I heard a splatter, and I saw him pop up on the band scope. He was on 50.140. Over.
When was that? This morning?
This afternoon, around 1:30 to 2 o'clock local time.
Okay, so he was on 50.140, our Bozo frequency, huh?
That's why I heard him. As one of the frequencies in my radio's stacking register. So as I went to 6 meters, I initially went to the FTA to see if there was any activity. When I heard it, I then hit the stacking register. It popped up on 140, and there was this enormous signal there.
Yeah, I'll be darned. But you couldn't work him? Did you try to work him?
No. I didn't. My fear is if I say anything at all, that noise is going to come back right in the middle of a QSO, and then I'm going to look like I'm standing out front with my pants down.
Okay, so you didn't want to break in. He was talking to somebody else, and you did not want to break in?
Well, actually, he did call CQ several times, so it's really much to my, what should I say, I should have called in and said hello and at least chatted. I'm sure we would have had a nice conversation as long as I didn't have to contend with the noise. Over.
Okay, but you said he was really strong, way above the noise for you?
During times when the noise quit, you see, every so often the noise will stop. It's not power line noise. It is a device that for the last 3 or 4 years is turning on and sometimes stays on for many hours and then switches off. I have no idea what it is, and since I'm disabled, I'm not able to go out and track it down.
Oh, I got it. Okay. Understand. You didn't want to get in the middle of a QSO and then lose it. Understand. Okay. Well, good. At least you got a chance to see how good and strong the signals were, but that was really short hop. Those signals from Prescott and any parts of Arizona and even New Mexico can get really bodacious. The guy that was in New Mexico that had the best signal was K6 London India Echo. I think he was over in the Bay Area for a while. I thought he was from Monterey, and I used to work him over in Monterey, and then he moved. I think he moved 3 or 4 or 5 years ago. K6LIE. I remember the call. But he called me from New Mexico, and he was very strong. Anyway, 7-3, Bill. Yeah, the band is just really flaky and fluttery, and I'm copying everything with difficulty, but we'll talk more hopefully in the morning. Hopefully we'll have propagation like we did today. It was great. KO6KD, K6MYC, 7-3 for now.
Roger, 7-3, KO6KD.
Good night, Bill, WA60IB.
I didn't mean to not keep you in there, Ken, but I knew you were listening. Go ahead, Ken.
Yeah, good night, Ken. 7-3.
7-3's, Bill. Have a good evening, the rest of the evening. WA60IB. Thank you, Mike.
Okay, hang in there a second. We'll get John in here. KR6MR. John, I wonder if you're there. KR6MR. K6MYC. Over.
K6MYC in the group. K6MYC. This is KR6MR, KR6MR, Bozo 759, Meadow Vista, over.
Yeah, you got the same multipath that Bill has. Let me just ask Ken if he's hearing a multipath on you, because you guys are just all chopped up with this multipath. Are you hearing that, Ken?
Yeah, good evening. We're copying them just fine. We're chatting in here. We had a board meeting tonight, so we're visiting in here too. But good to hear you. KR6MR, WA60IB, and the gang.
WA60IB, nice copy. KR6MR.
I just wondered, Ken, if you're hearing the multipath, the flutter, the flutter on John there. Over.
Not at all. He's good and solid here.
Okay, yeah, because it's just all chopped up here. That's you're strong, John, stronger than Bill, but good signal. But it's just not stable. We can't seem to get a clean path on you. Must be bouncing off of something. I went back and forth, and I just can't get it to go away. Anyway, thanks for being there. Good signal. KR6MR. We'll see you. Have a good weekend, and we'll see you Sunday, of course. KR6MR, Meadow Vista, K6MYC.
Yeah, okay, like you're starting to fade out a little bit. Today's high was 86. Do a darn thing. Did nothing at all. Over.
I got the temperature today. The high temperature was 86, and what'd you say? No wind at all.
It looks like we're losing connection again. So look for you Sunday. Look for you Sunday. KR6MR 7373.
Who else was in there?
756 Kilo Juliet 6 Kilo Foxtrot Bravo.
Okay. Hi, Darren. I did call you, but we didn't hear you. KJ6KFB, K6MYC. Let me come back your way a little bit. Go ahead, Darren.
Yeah, I got distracted by the wife. It happened. And I had to run off right when it was my turn. But I made it back and managed to catch it.
Yeah, we got you now. Go ahead.
Oh, very good. KJ6, KFB 756 for a check-in. I'll be brief and let you get moving on to Nevada. Nevada, that's it.
Okay, but it's just all chopped up. And that's really difficult for my old ears here. You're going from high level to low level every second or so with your audio. So the words are all there, and you're very strong, but the copy is difficult because of this up and down and up and down and down and down. It really makes it difficult. So I missed your last comment, something that you were trying to get across. Try it one more time, and maybe the flutter will stop. Over.
Oh, yeah. I was just explaining that my wife gave me a holler when you came around to me last time. So I had to wait until you popped up again where I could hear you well enough to make contact. At any rate, carry on. Nevada's waiting. KJ6, KFB.
Yeah, Roger. Perfect copy that time. The flutter went away, and you were just your copy. So thanks for being patient with me here. It's a combination of my damaged ears and the bad hearing aid and all that. But when it's not all chopped up with multipath and conditions, I can copy you fine. Okay, on last night with the XYL timing it wrong for you. Okay, 7-3, Darren. Catch you and look for you Sunday night, of course. And good strong signal once I got headed right for you there. KJ6KFB, West Sacramento, K6MYC.
No, I'm South Sacramento, but you can point to West Sacramento and probably find me from your location. Carry on, Mike. KJ6KFB.
Yeah, I don't know why, but I always have to point 3 or 4 or 5 degrees more to the west to get you. So that's why I say West Sacramento. You're more west than the other guys. And they're about 15 degrees apart from you and John. Over.
Yeah, and of course, I got a lot of degrees to go and turn around to them. But yeah, if you look on the map, I am actually south, which makes it, presents it much more west to you.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. You don't feel like you're West Sacramento, but I have to maybe beam a little bit more to the west to get you. Because of the fact that where you are, you're closer to down there, Stockton and Modesto area, which means I always have to go a little bit more to the west. Very good. Gotcha. You're in good shape. Let's see if Ken wants to say hi, and then we'll get on out to Nevada. WA6OIB with KJ6KFB, Darren, K6MYC.
Yeah, hi, Darren. Good to hear you. Yeah, we're running real late, so good night, and up to Nevada, WA6OIB.
Very good, Ken. Carry on. KJ6, KFB.
Okay, Nevada, here we come. How about WA6LOL or anybody else before we go to Nevada? Anybody else?
Yeah, it's Kilo 6 Whiskey India Sugar, Placerville.
Yeah, K6WIS, I've got you. I didn't quite peek on you, but you're Q5, Paul. But the same flutter on you that I've got on the other guys there, so it's there's something in the path at my altitude. K6 Whiskey India Sugar, number 637. Go ahead, K6MYC.
Yeah, K6MYC in the group. This is K6WIS. Yeah, highly variable path tonight on the direct path. Anything from S1 to S9. and sometimes with flutter and multipathing, so the atmosphere is still settling down, I think. Anyway, good to get you on the direct path there, Mike. Back to you. Over.
Yeah, okay, and I'll shoot it over to Ken quickly. I'm sure he's getting good copy from you there up near Placerville. You were very solid that time. WA60IB in the group, K6MYC.
Yeah, I'm up at Reno right now, WA60IB.
You're doing what?
I am up at Reno right now, WA60IB.
Oh, you're pointed at Reno, so you're not getting Paul. Okay, very good. 7-3, Paul. Thanks for giving me the double check-in here. And we'll see you. Have a good weekend. See you on Sunday night. K6 Whiskey India Sugar near Placerville. K6MYC going to Reno.
Okay, 73. K6WIS coming on.
Okay, up to you, Richard. KD6BQ, K6MYC.
K6MYC, KD6BQ, number 249 on sideband. Now copy.
Yeah, pretty darn good copy for 70 watts on sideband there. Very good. Let's see if Ken's got you. KD6BQ with WA60IB. Go ahead, K6MYC.
Yeah, good copy, KD6BQ. Good to hear you, Richard. WA60IB, over.
Yeah, Mike, do you copy me? WA6LOL.
Wait.
7.
I hear you, Dave. Stand by.
Yeah, I heard Dave off the side there, too. Okay, Richard, very good. Yeah, you dropped out a little bit. You're up and down. So, anyway, good to hear you. KD6BQ, WA60IB.
Number 249. We're at 09ers, but to hear you on 10, not super strong, but Q5, over.
Yeah, he said you dropped also. You dropped down a little bit, but you're still Q5, and I heard you pretty nicely, intermittently, on the backside there earlier, Richard. So you were getting through on CW. I heard your CW several times, and I thought I even heard you say a couple of things on sideband, but that might have been just imaginary. Hi. Let's see. I've got WA6LOL in here. Let me just pick up Dave quickly. WA6LOL 856 K6MYC. Go ahead, Dave. WA6LOL K6MYC.
K6MYC, WA6LOL. You copy, Mike?
Yeah, I do, but I had to come way back to get you. You must have had some kind of little burble, because I was pointed up toward the Nevada boys, but I couldn't hear you when I sent it back. Anyway, we got you checked in, 856. Pretty good signal on 432 there, over.
Oh, thank you, Mike. Yeah. I wanted to call you after the net if that'd be all right. I had a couple questions.
Okay, you want to call me on the phone later?
Yeah, you sound good up here. You're aimed at Nevada, I heard. WA60IB, WA6LOL.
Yeah, Dave, WA6LOL, WA60IB. I'm back aimed at you now, so I just wanted to say hi. The gang is here from the club. We had a board meeting tonight, so everybody here wants to say hi to you.
Oh, good. Well, tell them I finally paid my dues, so I'm amongst you guys again. And Mike and Ken there, I heard before the net, I heard Bill down there in Visalia just booming in here with my 432 antenna 6 feet off the ground still. So anyway, that was kind of cool. So yeah, I didn't hear you, Mike. Is that all right if I give you a call after the net?
On the phone or on the radio?
On the phone.
Okay.
Okay, all right. Yeah, well, anyway, yeah, so Visalia just boomed in, but he seems to be running some power down there. So anyway, all right, K6MYC and the gang, WA6LOL Sonora 856.
856, we've got you, and Bill's running about 800 watts there when he turns everything on from Visalia. What are you running for power on your end right now, Dave?
just the barefoot 9700 is 75 watts, I think, on 432.
Okay, very good. Same thing that Richard's running. But Richard's on the other side of the Nevada mountains, I mean, the Sierras there. All right, very good. 7-3, and good to hear you. Good that you could check in with the club members there that you've been down to visit several times. WA6LOL 7-3. See you Sunday night. K6MYC. Have a good weekend.
Good evening, Dave. Everybody here was talking about you being a new member and all, so you're good to go. WA6OIB.
All right, Ken. Hi, guys. Hello, everybody. K6MYC, WA6LOL, standing by. Thanks, you guys.
Okay. 7-3, Dave. Go back to Nevada, and we'll get Daniel. Okay, Daniel, coming up your way. It should be awful close right about now. KE7UQL, K6MYC. KE7UQL, K6MYC. Is he here, Richard? I don't have a very good path to you either, Richard. Let me just keep calling Daniel. I'm not sure he's in there or not. Maybe pretty late. KE7UQL with KD6BQ, K6MYC, calling and listening. Over. I don't hear that familiar 272 coming through, so maybe he isn't there tonight. I've got pretty light copy on you right now, Richard. Let's see if Ken's doing any better. Ken, did you get what Richard said about Daniel?
Negative. No, what was that all about?
Well, we're trying to figure out if Daniel's in there or not, but I can't hear Daniel, which is unusual. Over.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we heard a voice in the background. I did distinctly hear a voice, but wasn't able to make it out.
Okay, I hear CW. I hear K for CW. Go ahead. Is Daniel there? Give me a roger or no. Over. NO, I got. Roger. Okay, we're getting your Rogers. Okay, thank you, Daniel. Thank you, Richard. Sorry, we're missing Daniel tonight. He must have something going there. 73 said, Richard, and have a good weekend. We'll see you Sunday night. See you Sunday night. Doing pretty well, but the band is up and down here tonight. KD6BQ, Wassaw Valley, Nevada, Delta Mike 09, K6MYC, Delta Mike 07. 73, Richard.
Did.
Okay, very good. 7-3, Richard. Okay, I think we're done. I don't think there's anybody else that we're going to get anywhere tonight. So good net though. I don't know. I got a lot of people here. Rob, you want to stop by and pick up my sheet, or do you know who's checked in here?
K6MTS.
Oh, there's 680. Good evening, Mark.
Hello, Mike. Hello, all the Fresno board guys.
Hello, Mark from the Fresno board guys. Hey, Mike, send me a picture.
Did you get that, Mike?
Yeah, but I can't send a picture. There's nobody here.
Okay, I'll see what I can do. KM6, SR.
Matt has gone for the weekend. Nobody here.
Hi, you doing, Richard? KD6BQ, KM6SRR here, remoting from or at Ken's station.
KM6SRR, KD6BQ, number 249, over.
Yeah, okay, Richard. I didn't quite get all that. A little bit of noise in there, but good to hear you. Thank you. KM6SR, back to net.
Yeah, 7-3, you're up.
You're booming in now, Richard. Really come up nicely. Solid copy. KD6BQ, K6MYC in the group.
Yeah, you're up real loud here, too. You're S9 at my place. Yeah, Daniel didn't seem to be on tonight. I didn't hear him.
Yeah, that's kind of unusual. He's pretty damn consistent, as you know. So when he isn't there, I figured that something's wrong. But maybe he just had something else to do. Sometimes he falls asleep on the floor there and doesn't wake up with all the chatter here, over.
Yeah, I don't know, because he usually is there, unless he's gone somewhere. Had a little bit of wind, but not unusually high, so I'm not sure there's any reason for his antennas to be down.
No, I would agree. So there must be something else going on. I'm sure the antennas are okay. But he has been known to fall asleep on the floor. How's the weather? What was your temperature today, over?
Well, up at my place, it probably made 85 today, so it was a little on the warm side of comfortable, but not too bad.
Yeah, pretty warm, pretty warm. You're a little high-pitched on your audio, so you must be hearing me a little low-pitched. You might want to just bring my pitch up a little bit, and that would get you to be a little bit more bassy. Your normal audio is not, you're a little high-pitched, over.
All right, how's this? Is this a little better?
A little bit. Maybe you went too far, over.
Okay, yeah, it's a little hard to get you tuned in. I haven't quite got used to the 9700, plus the last time fading and stuff, sort of thing.
Yeah. Now, you're pretty close. You're probably off by 10 cycles or so. Still a little high-pitched now. But it's getting to the point where it doesn't make any difference because the copy's getting rougher again. You're going down in the noise there. This amp runs about a kilowatt, so I've got you by a little bit more than 10 dB. So I'm sure that you're hearing us better than we're hearing you. But you're doing really well considering the antennas on the fence, Richard, over.
Yeah, the old antenna still works. I'm afraid to take it off and move it.
Yeah, you're afraid to. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, huh?
Yeah, well, it works better than anything else I've had up here, but I imagine it still would be better up on the tower.
Okay. It's getting a little ratty. It works better than anything else you've had, and I missed the last of it. But okay. 7-3 again. I'm going to close her up shops here and see. Let me ask to Rob if you're still there, Rob. Do you want to swing by and get this sheet, or do you want to just fake it?
Well, I don't know how to fake it. I haven't been writing anything down, so can I give you a lent? No, you can't read it to me either, huh? Well, I don't know. Can somebody send it to me tomorrow?
Nobody here.
7-11.
Oh, hi, John. 7-11. Gotcha.
Just got in. Good to hear y'all.
Well, I know we got more than 30 here, Rob, so it's a good night. I could go by memory, but I'm not sure how good I would do.
Well, I'll try to come by sometime and get it.
Okay, I'm going to be going your way, but I'll be I'll be going your way about 3 o'clock tomorrow. About 3 o'clock in the afternoon, I'll be heading up to see Dr. Dan. So I guess we could coordinate it. I could meet you out. Frank's taking me up, so we could meet you at the junction of 241. Over.
Yeah, I guess. We'll figure out something.
You guess what?
Yeah, there's a lot of coordination there. I'm not sure what I got going on tomorrow. I got a club meeting I got to go to, so there's a lot of stuff in the way there. I'll give you a call tonight. We'll see what we can do.
All righty.
AM6SR.
Yeah, I can try to go down the list, and I think my memory would be pretty good. And if nothing else, I can give you a count. I think I can count if I'm very careful with it. I'll have to do that. I'll see if I can get a count myself here on just how many I have. I'm guessing about 32.
Yeah, we're trying to wrap things up here. The guys are trying to leave and whatnot, so he'll just have to get it at a later time. It's not like it's a critical thing. So, all right, WA60IB, we're gonna see secure here.
All right, good night, 7-3 all in the background there. This is K6MYC Bozo 47 in Denmark, Mexico 07, closing the 432.100 net on June 5th. 1, 2, 3, June 4, I think. 7-3. June 4, 2026. 7-3 all.
That's correct. It is the 4th.
What was the sideband comment?
I was just confirming that, yes, Mike, it is the 4th.
Thank you. You got covered up by Richard. The CW was stronger than you were.
Well, I'm sorry. I'm just east of you.
You're going to have to make sure those guys don't drink too much tonight. They got to drive home.